Some tense moments at the state capitol today as lawmakers quizzed Kentucky corrections officials about prisoners who've been set free during the pandemic. One senator questioned motives and why inmates were given voter registration cards. WHAS 11's political editor Chris Williams was the only journalist in the room covering the hearing.
Republicans have complained about Governor Andy Beshear's executive orders during the pandemic. They've criticized him for not working with them enough, and they plan to reel in his authority when they return here in January. Today, they targeted his commuting of sentences for nearly 2,000 prisoners.
Sounds like we took better care of our inmates than we did our unemployed workers.
None was more critical than 2nd District Senator, former police officer Danny Carroll, especially after learning prisoners were signed up for Medicaid and some at risk for drug use given Narcan kits.
Well, did you all direct any of our jails or anyone to include voter registration cards in release packets?
That information is included every time an individual is released from our custody, not just these commutations.
He questioned the Justice and Public Safety Cabinet officials who testified that through 4 executive orders, beginning in April and ending in August, 1,881 prisoners saw their sentences commuted by Governor Andy Beshear.
While we didn't have a lot of science to begin with, we hope that we did have common sense.
They insisted that none of those released committed violent or sexual offenses. Most were within 6 months of finishing their sentence and or at high risk from the virus.
If we didn't take some action to protect them, we would be changing a sentence of a few years in prison for theft, basically effectively into a death sentence for some of these people.
In the most tense exchange, Senator Carroll asked the cabinet secretary what she would tell the victim of a first-degree burglary if the burglar was set free by the governor. She continued to defend her position as having protected lives at an uncertain time. You can see that full exchange right now on Twitter and Facebook. At the Capitol, Chris Williams, WHAS 11 News.